up, search fam? Sade here. Welcome back to the channel. It is time for our October bullet journal setup. This month's setup was inspired by Reflections by Raksha. She did a dark academic sort of theme, but I wanted to turn it into something a little bit more spooky, so I went in the style of a grimoire, which I also think she did last year. She did something sort of magical themed. At any rate, for this I used black dot grid paper that I bought from Amazon. I didn't quite like it because it, as you can see, it's got some white in the middle, but it did the job. I also used these stickers that I got also from Amazon. They're aged stickers with planet alignments and moon rotations and all kinds of different things to give it a little spooky flair. Most of the lettering was done with my Tombow Fudenosuke soft tip pen, and I used my Sharpie S gel pen in a size 007. And then I used two jelly roll pens, one in white and one in this sort of copper color that is actually showing up a little bit more gold, which is cool. I also used book pages from a copy of Parable of the Sower by Octavia Butler. I have two copies, and one of my copies has seen better days, so I used that for the book pages that you see, and it gives it just a little bit more of a sci-fi sort of spooky feel, which I'm loving. So for the cover page, we have a normal monthly setup with the month of October, and then on the other side I have brought back my sort of monthly sort of focus page. And I have my foci because I have multiple focuses this month, and that is resuming my sabbatical because I have been applying for jobs, which has put a dent in my rest. I'm also going to complete before the bar. I'm going to get back into lifting, so I'm very excited about that. My affirmation, or my incantation, because words mean things and words are spells, is I attract and create with ease and precision. All I desire comes to me on time. I also added to the bottom of this page things I'm looking forward to, like taking my nieces to the pumpkin patch. I'm going to a conference this month, and then two of my best friends are having birthdays in the month of October. I also put my reading list. I have decided to do some spooky reading. One of my favorite romances, Hex and the Single Girl. It's time to read that one again. And then I am reading some speculative fiction and some sci-fi, all authored by Black women. And I want to start Jujutsu Kaisen, the manga, finally. So my plan is to get through 1 through 3 this month. So let me know, what are you all reading this month? Maybe you can give me some suggestions. The next 2-page spread is my dashboard, and I have my monthly check-in as per usual, and also some things that I would like to enjoy because it's now fall and I'm super excited about the coming drops in temperatures. So hopefully I'll be baking a sweet potato pie because it's that time of year. Walking outside because it won't be 1,000,000 degrees outside. Stargazing, going to the beach before it gets too cold, but also pulling out cozy sweaters. I'm going to find a fall drink recipe to try at home because I usually make my coffee at home. And then I'm going to read more Black horror novels, as well as getting into some of the Disney Halloween faves on Disney Plus. So I'm super excited about that. On the other side of the dashboard are my habit trackers and my mood tracker, and I am tracking my hydration, if I take my vitamins, stretching, writing, and I'm going to pick French back up this month, so I'm excited about that. For my mood tracker, I simply did a small calendar layout, and I'm going to do it similar to how I did my October last year with the potion bottles from my Harry Potter theme. And I'm going to fill up each box according to how I'm feeling for the day. So if it's filled at the top, I'm having a fantastic day. If it's not full at all, it's been a bad day. So we'll see how that goes. I also am taking something that I did, borrowed from Journal Away, and doing the quarterly check-ins and sort of going with my priorities. But since I didn't use the whole spread, what I borrowed was my business priorities and then my personal priorities for the last quarter of the year. Next is my gratitude log, which I did a full border with the black grid paper, and then I wrote the days vertically, so it's a line a day essentially. And then I just drew various things. I drew a timer, sand timer, sun, and then just some squiggles to make it look old and, you know, very ornate. And then I have my currently spread, which I'll track as usual what I'm listening to, watching, and reading over the course of the month. But I left it blank, so I'm just gonna write things down, and maybe I'll do a little bit of a reflection on what I thought about the things. Of course, you know, I had to do the soul dump, and I did like the first page of the monthly spreads and did a border around the whole thing, and then you know what it is. I'm going to use the rest of the space to reflect over the course of the month anything that comes up for me. As I said, one of the things I'm looking forward to is I'm going to a photo conference. So what I do in my bullet journal is to create pages for me to take my notes so that I don't have to bring an extra notebook to take notes for the conference. So this 2-page spread, and because this is around my photography business, I have a second 2-page spread that will be any notes that I take towards how I'm going to be approaching my business in the next year. For my weekly spread, I'm trying something different, and I am going to do my weekly action plan in week, and then tracking the events that I'm doing instead of having a full calendar where I keep my appointments. I am also going to do that by the week. And then I have space for reflections, and in my daily log, I'm going to log what I have done for the day. So we're going to mix it up and see if this works for me, and then I'm going to track my workouts in week and write down what I am doing, if I do anything for the week, or if I rest. So I hope that you enjoyed this setup, that you found it fun. I actually really like this. It came out much better than I thought. It was touch and go there for a while, but it does give me some magic, some witchiness, and I'm actually really excited to work in my October setup. As always, friends, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend about the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.